Wait, that's alarming. That's alarming. Not for me, but I'm sure it's alarming for others. Certainly something to worry about. I mean, you've got to ask yourself, what were they thinking? What were they thinking? Did they not pay attention? Did they not pay attention to the red flags? I mean, how are you going to go up against a divine being hidden in plain sight? It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's not like Spirit didn't tell them. It really isn't. It's not like Spirit didn't tell them. I mean, they were told. They were told, and they just didn't listen. They just didn't listen, which is fine. I mean, that's fine. You don't always have to listen. I guess, I mean, if you want to face the repercussions, it's just what it is. I can't do anything about people facing repercussions. I can't do it. I mean, that's the thing. Are they leveling up? I mean, are they getting upgrades, or are they having to go back and deal with upgrade? Because it's what it is. I mean, yeah, all of their illusions are absolutely going in the cage, and it's what it is. I mean, I'm not concerned with people and their cage mentalities. I mean, that's not a concern to me. That's not a concern to me. It's probably a concern to others, I would think, but I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I mean, me, I wanted everyone to explore their past lives. Did I wish the death experience on them? Absolutely. I get 5-star reviews after that. And you can get some healing out of it, but you got to keep in mind, they listen to people from the past that haven't grown. I call it Roundup. I call it Rattlesnake Roundup. Because it is. It's like a weed unaliver. As soon as you unalive the weed in your life, shit just falls apart. Especially the ones that stop growing. They just do. They stop growing, and that's fine. But I mean, you've now got the sun energy all off in the collective, and the karma earth angel energy revolves around the sun. Cool. So now I'm looking for those because the copycats will be being met with massive. It's what it is. You got to keep in mind, the healer's journey comes with healing. That means you have to go through immense amounts of pain. You have to go through immense amounts of pain to be able to achieve that level of paranormal healing. And it's what it is. If they don't have divine protection, if they don't have the knowledge and the discipline to heal themselves, but all they have is the mouth. They have the mouth to do this, and that mouth writes checks that their ass cannot cash, and that's alarming. I guess for them, I mean, it's what it is. What's it going to earn them? I mean, didn't we tell them that prolonging the pain and the abuse was just going to go back on them tenfold? Well, how are they going to get 46 years? Because you got to keep in mind, several years of mine were spent in a bed trying to figure out how to heal. And now that's going back on them? Oh man, that's alarming. That is absolutely alarming. I mean, that is the story of the shaman, and I appreciate you, Heavenly Heather, or whatever your name is. That's what it is. Because I have to be careful promoting you ladies, because that's why I started off promoting some of you, because I knew that if I promoted you, they would immediately go to you and you would take the devil's bait. You would take bribes. You would tell the opposite of the situation. Because you're the opposition, you're easily identifiable. As a human lie detector, I can read people very, very well. And I mean, that's how you begin things. you go ahead and you strain the shit out of what you're doing so you don't have to do it later. You identify them first. You give them props. You give them the opportunity for a lesson or a blessing, and then they show their true colors because you knew they were going to. That's what it is. They're your fakes and your phonies. That's what it is. It's what it is. I can't, and I don't wish that upon anyone. That's why I come to everyone the same in a mirrored reflection. That's what it is. You mirror back to them because they do. They need you. You don't need them. They need you. Because when you come at them as if you need them, well, then their mask falls off. That's how you deter a narcissist, is you tell them that you need them. And they run the other way because they want to see you in pain. And when you know that, and you know it's going to go back on them tenfold, well, you do it. It's what it is. You don't wish it upon them. They do it to themselves. And then can't realize it. And that's where the triangulation comes in. I mean, once you're able to identify that, well, then you let them do it. They're just being themselves. Granted, you're leveling up to the point that diamond white crystalline aura now reflects the karma back on them like a sunburn, and I can't do anything about that. I mean, you've got that information all in the cards now about, don't take their dirty offer. You will lose your divine protection. And that's just what it is. I mean, all dirty offers can go through this courthouse down here. It's a dirty courthouse. It's known for that. It's known for that. If you put it on you can go check out my Facebook or the community page. I was looking in the Fed news today. Looks like an entire department got their packing papers. And that sounds like the universe is sacrificing entire departments of federal people. And that's what it is. I mean, I would assume if you sacrifice the Archangel, then the universe sacrifices entire departments of feds. And didn't we talk about this last week? Didn't we? They're taking our jobs. And it's what it is. The universe, it would be the universe taking their jobs. That's what it is. However, the world needs more healers. So, I mean, federal people, that's what it is. Don't be grateful for what you have. That's what it is. Did you sacrifice the healer? Or did you step in and learn the law of karma, of what comes around goes around? Be grateful for that traumatic loss, your life's work as a traumatic loss, and know that that's the key to awakening, is hitting rock bottom. Whether you guys are alcoholics, whether you're addicts, whether you're workaholics, doesn't matter. Traumatic loss is what creates the spiritual awakening process. And it's what it is. And I don't know you. You guys are absolutely strangers. Now, I wouldn't think that federal people would be stranger danger. I don't think you would be stranger danger, but I would think you would be going through traumatic, severe loss. The whole federal department, severe loss. Your life's work going down the drain. It's what you said. It's what you said. Now, I don't have to make it all dramatic like that, but it's what you said. And every spiritual awakening, especially on the healer's journey, comes from traumatic loss, grave pain, excruciating. That's what it is. Trauma. Oh, the trauma bonding is real. That's what it is. Quit being dependent on something that had you as a slave anyway. You're free now. Dum da dum dum. Dum da dum dum da. That's what it is. You've got now me, and it's going to be, that's where clarity and integrity come in, because you're going to have that energy in the cards. Me, I come to the universe with the eyes of a child, right? People who are not maturing, people who are not upgrading, people who are not leveling up, people who are not trying to get to the next stage of spiritual development, physical development, mental development. It's what it is. When they're not upgrading, they're not ascending, they're descending. Okay, great. So what goes down it's only up from here. It's only up from here. It's just what it is. However, you can't bend free will like what you're used to, and healing abilities like what we have and spiritual protection can't be used for negative purposes. It deflects, it protects you from negative purposes. It clears out negative situations. And that's what it is. I mean, if you're a negative person, and I mean, come on, let's not judge. 316 is a natural negative feminine mutable sign. That just means I am the creator. I take the negative shit that shorts me out. You know, if it triggers my demons, I just flip it into a positive. It's just what I just flip the tables on that nonsense. It's just what it is. Just what it is. And I mean, you know, we are basically at this point in the situation that you can't trust any of these people. You just can't. And that's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's just what it is. I'm not really concerned with the level of trust from people that are now descending down into, you know, everything that they demonized. It's what it is. What you put out comes back to you. It's what it is. And I mean, you got to keep in mind, I'm still kind of tripping on the fact, the simple fact, the Empress energy, or the universe's sweetheart, the moldable star energy, Christ consciousness, the creator consciousness, the higher self. And it's done in polarity, but I mean, you got to keep in mind, they hide it in Hellboy. They hide a Kundalini fire awakening with an Eye of Ra awakening, something spiritual, in Ghost Rider. They give you a sci-fi exterior, which makes these very, very natural human abilities unbelievable, because you can't see them. They have to give you the Hollywood effects so that you can see these things, when they basically on an energetic level do the same thing. What was Ghost Rider's ability when he was able to give you the Ghost Rider stare? Innocent, guilty. Oh, cool. He was a human lie detector. That's the INFJ's ability. It's opening your third eye and seeing staring into their soul. It's just what it is. Cool. I do that shit looking at YouTube creators. Innocent, guilty. It's just my Ghost Rider ability. It's what it is. And I mean, you don't wish anyone's down. That's why you don't bend their free will. You don't bend their free will. I approach them like I would anyone else, because I know that the minute you show them that you need them for anything, they want to compete with you, because they're spiritual narcissists cashing in on the spiritual community. They need followers. They need group. They need their kitty ego stroked. Stroke my ego, kitty. It's just what it is. I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about that. I can tell you my observations, and I can tell you what works for me. And do they get in the way? Yes. Do I overcome their challenges? Yes. Does any of this shit bother me? No. Be grateful for the challenge. It's the aspect of it going back on them tenfold on an energetic level that is your responsibility to make them aware of, because they don't understand. When they project jealousy at that, it's God force energy, right? It's energy that affects them in ways they do not understand. When they project project jealousy, they get jealousy projected back on them tenfold. They're 10 times more jealous. When they project envy, they're 10 times more envious. Imagine that, right? It's the game of life. It's the game of life. When you play God in an Earth Angel's life, the Earth Angel attunes to Reiki and plays God in your life. Plays with God force energy. Simple enough. It's simple enough. And I can't do anything about that. They chose. They just don't realize that when you're out in the middle of the water, they're projecting their jealousy. They're projecting their envy. Cool, that's a blessing to me in threes. It's a blessing that they're thinking about me. It's a blessing that they can throw that far. It's definitely a blessing that they're learning karma. They're getting karma tenfold. They're earning karmic lessons from the teacher tenfold, but they don't realize it because they're steadily throwing. They're throwing rocks and hiding hands. As they're throwing rocks and hiding hands, right? Oh, look at this. We're winning the battle. You cannot win a battle with a Pisces. You may win the battle, but you will never win the war. Tenfold karma coming back on you, powered by the Pisces sun. That's what it is, and the ancestors pushing. So I can't do anything about that, right? Make you aware of it, and then just what it is. I'm going to walk over here, and there'll still be people projecting over here. Cool, they'll still be getting tenfold karma, just like everyone else. I can't do anything about that. Comes with the territory. Namaste. However, that is my concern. When I hear you ladies talking about this sacrifice energy going back on them, this illness, that they'll be receiving illness because what they put out is coming back. What they wished on another is going back on them. It is. I mean, I'm holding firm to what Dolores Cannon said, and I package it in a different way. I want to have proper bedside manner. You don't approach the situation with fear. You want to be grateful. You want to be grateful that they're learning their karmic lessons. You want to be grateful that they may have a chance to survive. It's just what it is. Now, I'm not going to go and give them a Reiki treatment. No. I'm going to go give them their flowers. I'm going to go and show them the common courtesy that I wasn't shown. And it's just what it is. And not everyone's going to agree, but I don't care what people agree with. I can walk through any hospital. It's a free country. I can walk through any hospital dressed like the naughty nurse from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's just what Pisces do. You know, they're always worried about catching Pisces doing weird shit. In a relationship with me, you got to be worried about waking up and catching me cooking breakfast in fishnet stockings. Your fishnet stockings that you probably wouldn't wear as often as you should. And we do. We need to wear those. We need to wear those to the hospital because we do. We want to take them their flowers. We want to take them fudge from Uranus. And we want to tell them how much we appreciate the lessons that they brought our way. How much we appreciate them learning our lessons. Lessons are meant to be learned. Namaste.